Good morning, friends. Today's lesson that we're going to be doing is about triangles and trapezoids, which are two-dimensional flat shapes. The other day we talked about rectangles and squares, which were also two-dimensional flat shapes. So our focus that we're doing right now is how we can recognize two-dimensional shapes and equal shares, which we will get to later. Let's review some of what we were learning about the other day. So this says color the rectangles. Which ones are the rectangles? Hopefully you picked out 3 of them. All the blue ones are rectangles. And the other day we talked about how rectangles have how many sides? 4 sides. And how many corners do they have? Or vertices? They also have 4 vertices. So that's how we know they're rectangles. They're different from squares because not all the sides are the same. Let's see if we can answer this one. It says, I am a closed shape. That means it's not open. That has 4 sides. The opposite sides are the same length. What shape am I? So let's find, does this shape have 4 sides? No. Does this one? No. How about this one? No. Does this shape have 4 sides? Yes. Are the opposite sides the same? So are these sides the same length? Yes. How about these ones? Yes. So the shape is a rectangle. Good job. So as I mentioned, today we are working on triangles and trapezoids. They are also two-dimensional shapes. They are closed shapes. And they have straight sides and they have vertices. So let's take a look here at this orange shape. This is a triangle. So triangles, as you can see, have 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. They also have 3 vertices. So remember, those are like corners where the sides meet and come to a point. So here's a vertice, 2, 3 vertices. So triangles have 3 sides, 3 vertices, the same number of sides and vertices. This blue shape over here is a trapezoid. And they're telling us trapezoids have 4 sides and 4 vertices, so let's count them. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. And then there's 1, 2, 3, 4 vertices. Now, one other thing I want to look at these shapes. On this triangle, are all the sides the same length? They are, but not all triangles will have all the sides the same length, but they can be. What about the trapezoid? Does the trapezoid, so a trapezoid has 4 sides and 4 vertices just like a square and a rectangle. Are all the sides on the trapezoid the same length though? No, they are not. Does it have any sides that are the same? So these sides right here are the same length. So a trapezoid has 1 set of sides that are the same. So we say this is a set. If I have 2 together, that's a set. So just 1 set of the sides are the same. Okay, so now that we know what triangles and trapezoids are, let's talk a little bit about how they're alike and different. And I want to point out that this triangle right here, on the last one we had all the sides were the same. What about all the sides on this triangle? Are they all the same here? No. So triangles can be or can't be. How are triangles and trapezoids alike? So hopefully you said that they're both two-dimensional shapes or flat shapes, because that is one way that they are alike. Over here, though, I can write how they are different. So how is a triangle different from a trapezoid? Well, a triangle only has 3 sides and 3 vertices. What about a trapezoid? They have 4 sides and 4 vertices. And we can also talk about how the sides are not the same. Remember, a trapezoid has 1 set of sides that are the same. On a triangle, they could be all the same or they can be all different lengths. This is something fun that I'm going to encourage you to do at home. I know that you don't have these shapes to trace, which is what we would normally do, but you could get a blank piece of paper or a scrap piece of paper and draw a picture like they have here using the shapes that we've done so far. So they put triangles and trapezoids in this picture, and I also see rectangles and squares, which we learned yesterday. So I want you to see if you could make a farm picture using triangles and trapezoids and squares and rectangles. So they want to know in this picture how many triangles are there. So I'm going to go ahead and lay these on top so we can see how many triangles there are. And they want to know how many trapezoids. So how many triangles do you see in the picture? There are 5 triangles. How many trapezoids did they use? They used 1. So even if the shapes are upside down, it doesn't matter which way we turn them, they are still the same shapes. Let's practice here counting how many sides and vertices are in our shapes for today. So how many sides are on this shape right here, this triangle? 1, 2, 3. And how many vertices? 1, 2, 3. So triangles have 3 sides, 3 vertices. What about this trapezoid right here? How many sides does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4. So that has 4 and 4. What shape do you see here? This is a xylophone, but what shape is it? It is a trapezoid. I can tell it's a trapezoid because it has how many sides? 4 sides. And does it have one set of sides that are the same length? Yes, so this side and this side are the same length, but this one and this one are not. So it has one set of sides that are the same. That's how I know it's a trapezoid. How many vertices does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 and 4 again. And then what shape do you see here in this sign? This is a triangle. So how many sides does it have? And how many vertices? Very good. Couple more practice problems. So number 5 on this shape, what shape is this? It's a trapezoid. How many sides does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4. And how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. What shape is this? It is a triangle. And how many sides does it have? And how many vertices? 3 and 3. This one says circle the objects that match the description. So we need to find the objects that have 4 sides and 4 vertices. And we're going to circle them. So does this have 4 sides and 4 vertices? No. How about this? No. What about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, that one does. So that's the only one we should circle there. Now we're going to find ones that have 3 sides and 3 vertices. Does cracker have 3 sides and 3 vertices? Yes. What about the waffle? No, we know that's a shape we did the other day. It's a rectangle, and then I see little squares inside. What about the boat? Is there a part of the boat that has 3 sides and 3 vertices? Yes, if I look at the flag on this sailboat, the sail has 3 sides and 3 vertices. So there we had 2. All right, circle the closed shapes. We talked about these the other day. Also, hopefully you remember a closed shape means there's no way they showed us a pig the other day, and the pig had no way to get into the closed shape because all the sides meet. There's no way to open it, no way to get into it. So which ones are the closed shapes here? This triangle, the yellow triangle, and this orange trapezoid are the closed shapes. Last problem we're going to do today is a riddle that we have to try to solve. So it says, I am a 2-dimensional shape that has 4 sides and 4 vertices. Only 2 of my sides are the same length. What shape am I? So when I hear that it has 4 sides and 4 vertices, I already start thinking about all the shapes it could be. So what shapes have we learned about that have 4 sides and 4 vertices already? There's 3 of them. So we've already learned about a square, a rectangle, and a trapezoid. They all have 4 sides and 4 vertices. But then they tell me that only 2 of the sides are the same length. So which one of those shapes has 2 sides that are the same? Is it the square? No, remember all the sides on a square are the same, so it can't be a square. Is it a rectangle? It's not a rectangle because a rectangle has 2 sets of sides. The opposite sides are all the same. So is it a trapezoid? Yes, remember a trapezoid only has 2 of the sides that are the same. Very good.